Fear and Anxiety 101. Hesitation is a bitch. It's a life stealer. My advice to you is to ask for the things that you want and the things that you need and to get on with it. That whole fear and anxiety thing, it paints these big, scary monsters in our heads. And then we listen to that bullshit. And it becomes a pattern in our brains, a pattern in our bodies, these stuck energies. And the only way to get past them is to feel the fear and do it anyway. It's quite the concept, and it is quite the challenging thing to do at times. I get it. I get it very personally from my own experiences. And the only way that I've come to learn that I get on with life is to go do it anyways. I've broken down in tears. I've ran away from things. I've had some big ass panic attacks. I get it. It's not easy. But the more vulnerable and open I am about this, especially right now sharing this video with you, the easier it gets. And the more that I keep challenging myself. And it doesn't always have to be huge. It always doesn't have to be like this monstrous thing. But the more that I don't go do those things, even if it's little steps towards those things, the harder and harder it gets. And I know you get this, but you have to start somewhere. I have an example for you just this week for myself, because I've slipped back into some big social anxiety recently, and I haven't been using my voice or speaking my truth or going for some of the things that I want or need in my life. Anyways, so my example for you, this is my success and a little bit of failure at the same time. But there's success in this failure. So I've been signed up to go to this boxing class for a few months now. I've been on a waiting list. It scares the shit out of me to walk through that door. There's a lot of people in there. And when I actually go through that door, my anxiety and fear comes up with all these stories. A lot of my stories, if you ever notice, you pay attention to your stories, they're usually quite similar and similar themed. But my stories is like, oh, I must be some kind of weirdo or creep or something wrong with me. That's the typical flavor of crappy stories that my brain tries to come up with. Yeah, there's some low self-esteem in there, blah, blah, blah. I know I gotta know that I'm good on the inside. I keep working all this stuff. I get it. But that anxiety voice still tries to be there and still tries to stop me from doing the things that I love or want to do or need to do. Anyways, back to the story. So I've been on this waiting list. I finally got the email this last Monday, said, you know what? I got an extra spot. Tom, you can come in. All right. Awesome. Sounds good. I saw that email about midway through the day. Might have been late morning, midway through the day. And then I hesitated. I fucking hesitated. I wanted to email him back, but I was scared to go. I wanted to email him, scared to go, blah, 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 blah. So the class starts at 6 o'clock. I finally decided, close to 6 o'clock, I'm like, okay, get your ass out the door. You haven't emailed him. Get your ass out the door. Go face him in person and just see if you can get in that class. So with the anxiety, hesitation, I got there about 5 minutes to 6. I walked through the door, about to go down the stairs, downstairs, that's where the classes are. And all of a sudden, I hear his voice chirp up, and he said, oh, is everybody here? Oh, I got some announcements to tell everybody. And then he started talking about announcements, and I froze. I'm like, oh, fuck, I can't walk through that door right now as he's giving all these announcements. Oh my God. So I turned around and I walked out the door. And I went back to my truck. I'm like, fuck, I just didn't have it in me tonight. First thing I did, I got on my phone, I wrote him an email, said, you know what, I'm interested, I'd like to come. I might have missed my opportunity to get in there, but I wrote him that fucking email. Success. Yeah, little failure that I didn't fully commit and go downstairs, but success. I still wrote him the email. There's times I've been able to walk in front of the big group in front of the class. Times I've done it, but I just didn't have it in me Monday. So yeah, wrote him an email. Hey, can I start on Wednesday? Yes. You know what I did Wednesday? I went to the boxing class. Woo! Yes, my brain panicked. Yes, I froze. Yes, I had moments where I didn't want to talk to anybody and I was scared to talk to anybody. I pushed myself to say hello to a few people and kind of break that ice and just ask a couple questions about the exercise we were doing. Success. My advice to you, do it. And you have my support. I wish you all the best in your unfolding and healing and moving forward, especially through anxiety and fear and everything else. Mwah.